This is a great event because it gives us a marvelous opportunity to have people come in, look at the problems that the courts have, propose solutions without spending 6 months or a year on a solution that may or may not work well for the court.
The challenge that I have has to do with fines, fees, and costs. And I think what they really wanted to get at was ability to pay.
And there's really not a good way to determine somebody's ability to pay or even at what level they could pay.
Just the impact on people's lives if they go to jail for failing to pay, and if a judge doesn't hold ability to pay hearings. And the person, when she came to court in my example, didn't know what to tell the judge, and she ended up in jail, lost her job, was at risk of losing her family's housing, to say nothing of her self-esteem and her concern for her kids.
The one that I was looking at this year, it's a different challenge set, and it has to do with helping connect families in crisis with different social services or court services that can help them better navigate the court system.
I think sometimes the courts feel like they're stuck. We're aware that we have these issues, and we've been trying to solve them ourselves, but we still seem to be stuck.
We don't know what we don't know. And that's where folks that come to a CourtHack can really help us. And there are a lot of ways where courts can continue to benefit from applying technology to the cases that we handle day in and day out.
I think the court has a subject matter expertise on the processes. They might not be entirely aware of everything that technology can provide for them. By combining the IT people, which is us, that maybe have a better understanding of what's out there that can support the courts, but by sitting down, discussing it, and try to come up with solutions together, it's going to help a lot.
There are 5 teams that are all kind of approaching the same issue, working on the fines and fees challenge. That we're really focusing on the user experience, making it very easy for them to interact with our app, to quickly understand what their rights are when it comes to dealing with the court.
We're using the smartphone camera to actually scan in documents that they can provide as evidence of their income to better explain to the judge, requesting either a waiver of fees or reduction of fees, so that they can have that interaction with the judge or the courts that they don't have now.
We are coming up with an online cloud-based app which, if the defendant can't pay the fine, the judge can review the information and also review any documentation that was submitted along with the request and approve or give alternative sanctions as opposed to the fees.
We're working on bringing together the lawyers and the users. In the court systems, the self-help centers that they have are not able to actually give anybody real information, and they really expressed a desire to have a platform that they could send people to learn more.
What we're focusing on is building a calendar, being able to help families then remember how many appointments they have that week and where they've got to be. They would be able to log in and schedule. It'll help at least put it into one location.
We are building a justice system chat bot. It's a Facebook Messenger bot to convert all the legal terms to something which a regular user could understand. The bot will give that advice for free.
I think a lot of the out-of-the-box thinking that occurs at events like this really brings real-life issues and technology together, where you can come up with innovative ideas to bridge the gap between the courts and the public.
The winners bring great application, I think, to helping people, again, as we talked about, navigating some of the fines and fees. There was a great utilization, I thought, of algorithms and artificial intelligence as well, which is a growing movement, as you understand, that can help our citizens as well. So not only are you bringing the ease of use to the litigants who are coming into our court system, but we're also bringing analytics for the court system to measure and monitor their success as well.
I think the yardstick a lot of times in these events is that if you're lucky, maybe 1 or 2 products will come out and have that happen. We only had 12 programming teams, and I think there's a serious chance that we could have that happen with 6 of the teams in their products, which is just amazing.